to my shop, Genius.shop. My name is Lisa G, and in around 2013, on my first trip to the continent of Africa, I loved what I was seeing when it came to the local artisans and creations that the men and women of Kenya were making as far as jewelry was concerned. Even a lot of the art pieces I still brought home, paintings, a lot of sculptural pieces I was able to bring home. And that inspired me, that trip inspired me to start selling initially jewelry that I found on the continent of Africa. And since then, any jewelry that I found made locally in different countries that I was able to visit. I will say to some people, I'm well versed in my travels. To others, I'm a super beginner, but that is neither here nor there. My goal is to bring to you jewelry that is created by people from different countries, bought at the price they created, and personally enjoyed by me. And I felt like it was a really great idea to bring it to people that had not been on that trip, that may not have the experience or the time or the ability to go to locals, meet them where they are, trade, or make purchases that I find to be just gorgeous. So I want to start us off with a set of jewelry. The set of this collection is called my Dream State Collection. You'll be able to find it at Genius.shop. If you have additional questions, you can always reach me here on Instagram. That is the best way. Genius, DJINIUS, Genius.shop, or Genius on Instagram. All right, we'll start with our first piece. All right, so the first set I'm going to review from the Dream State Collection is this peacock blue necklace, bracelet, and earring set. Oh, it's a pretty good shot. I think you can see all of it. Matches my background, but every single one features a really nice, heavy, at least one charm. So a charm on each earring, a bead, of course, that matches the bracelet and the necklace. And the necklace itself features 6 small medallions. These are brass. Hope you guys can see that. And 1 large medallion. Of course, I have additional shots on the website, Genius.shop. But this is a really great piece. It's heavy. Like, it definitely has weight to it, but not so much weight that it's uncomfortable. But you can tell that it's pretty substantial and that it's a really well-made product. Once again, it's made by local artisans, and they are charging me the correct price. I'm never going and trying to get it down. I try to get it for the best price for me so I can buy as many pieces and bring it to you. But at the same time, I don't buy that many. So when you purchase one of my pieces, you are not likely to see anyone else with the piece, unless, of course, you buy the other 1 or 2 that I may have available, which I would appreciate. But otherwise, this is the peacock blue from my Dream State Collection with matching bracelet and medallion necklace. This set is $75. From here, I'll go through and show you 4 more pieces that I have available online right now. It comes with all 3 pieces. It is a hook clasp. It's very easy to get on and off by yourself. I say that. Let me see what I can do here. Very easy to get on and off. Necklaces are nice, but when you have that really tricky, like lobster clasp or the traditional loop, it can be difficult, but hopefully you guys can kind of see it here. You know, pretty simple. And also adjustable for how long or short you would like it to be. This one isn't going to be super short. but you can certainly adjust it to whatever it is that you prefer. All right, and as I try on this last piece, I do want to clarify something I said earlier. I realized as I was trying on all these pieces and dropping them apparently, I did realize I made a bit of a slip. Unintentionally, of course. So these pieces, most of them, all of them actually, with the exception of what I would consider my original set of bracelets, were inspired, or initially the bracelets were created in La Côte d'Ivoire, if you speak English like I do, in the Ivory Coast on one of my trips. When I was there, I bought as many as I could. It wasn't a lot. I only had 1 week. However, what I did have was a connection in Kenya. So I reached out to an artisan that I work with frequently and said, hey, can you design something based on these particular bracelets? Do you have these colors? Do you have these medallions and charms that I found in the Ivory Coast? They are not necessarily identical to what I like to consider my ground zero or inspiration bracelets. However, she was able to take the inspiration from the initial bracelets, create beautiful necklaces that matched the bracelets that she also made based on what I sent her, and the additional earrings to create this beautiful set. So it is still made in Kenya, but it was inspired by my trip to the Ivory Coast and initial bracelets that I saw in the Ivory Coast. Those will be for sale. Some of them are among my absolute favorite. In fact, I may only let you guys see about 4 of those because I got to keep at least 1. I don't know the next time I'm going to Côte d'Ivoire, and I also don't know if it will be available. So whatever I see, I buy what I can. I bring it back to you, and I do my best not to keep it for myself. Until next time.